I'm Bob Sweeney, Station Manager of City of Juneau Cable TV Channel 991. I'm here at the Public Safety Building. We'll be talking with Chief of Police Dave Beal. We're going to find out what's going on here in the month of January as far as public safety is concerned. All right. Hi. How are you doing today?
We are doing well.
What do we got here?
We have our newest officer, Dylan Townsend. He started on January 3rd, so he's a few weeks into the job.
All right, Dylan, you want to tell us about yourself?
I'm a Kimberly native. I grew up in Kimberly, Kaukauna. I went to Kimberly High School, went to Fox Valley Tech to get my criminal justice degree, and then I went to Fox Valley Tech for the police academy as well.
All right. And when did you do that?
I went to high school from 2014 to 2018 and went right to Fox Valley Tech. I graduated in December 2020 and then started the police academy in August of 2021.
So you're telling me this is your first police job?
Yes, it is.
Actually, to the point where he graduated in December from the academy in 2021 and came to us directly after that.
Well, that's wonderful. Now, what made you choose to apply with the City of Juneau compared to some other ones that you may have been able to apply at?
I just like the size of Juneau, how you can make the positive impact more so with the community, get to know each of maybe the business owners and everyone else that comes through Juneau, where with the bigger cities you may only know a couple people or just the frequent flyers per se, and with Juneau you have a chance to meet and get to know a lot of the community members.
Well, Chief, do you think that a city like Juneau is a good place to get a start?
I think it's a great opportunity to get a start, and hopefully not only get a start but then stay. One of the things that impressed me so much about Dylan's interview is when he just talked about his willingness and wanting to get involved in the community. That tells me he wants to be part of the community and not just have it as a place to work. He also has an interest in coaching and had coached volleyball as well in his time. So hopefully we'll see him get involved in a little bit of some of the youth activities. But when getting back to your original question about why Juneau is a good place to start, we're busy. And we're busy with similar things that the bigger city has going on, obviously, and fortunately, we don't have the homicides and some of those real aggravated things, nor do we have the number of those types of crimes, which we wouldn't want to, because that's one of the great things about living here in Juneau and in Dodge County in general. So, but we offer at the department good training. We have good equipment. We have overall we just have a nice community to be a part of.
Now, he's just recently been hired, so is there a preliminary period that he has to go through training with you or somebody else?
Yes. So pretty much on day one, besides getting the initial paperwork taken care of at City Hall, that he started his training period from that day forward, and right now some of the time, if not most of his time, it's spent in the office reading policies and procedures and getting some online courses taken care of so that he can access what's known as the time system, which allows us to look at people's driver's records and that type of stuff. So there's, as he's finding out, there's more sitting behind the computer and reading policies and doing that type of work right now. He gets us to be assigned to different officers. Over the weekend, he worked with Sergeant Ebert, and they were out in the car a little bit, so he got to experience some of that. And you know, as calls for service come in, they'll be getting assigned out to him and his partner so that he can get the experience and exposure to handling different types of calls.
And how long will he be doing this preliminary work?
This process is about a 3-month long training process that we have, and it can either be extended or shortened depending upon how an officer does. And it also comes down to some of these calls don't always happen all the time. So sometimes it takes a little longer for different types of calls to occur, and we want to make sure that they're trained and got the full exposure to them.
So what made you decide to go into the field of law enforcement?
I always had the directive of helping people, but one thing that I liked about this community is how much the officers interacted with the community, like how they do the reading to the school kids at Dodgeland and the other private school,
St. John's.
St. John's, how they read there. I just liked the community aspect and how you get to interact with many different people, and it's not the same. You're not doing the same thing every day.
Can you pinpoint a time when you decided that, hey, I want to go into law enforcement?
It was probably more about my junior year when I said I'm just going to go to the tech for criminal justice and see where that takes me. I haven't had any family members in law enforcement, but I did have family members in the fire side of things, and being a first responder would be something I would enjoy.
Okay. Do you have anything else for us?
Well, I think we kind of touched on Dylan. We're very excited and happy to have him be a part of our department. One thing that I emphasize is when you have a department our size, you're more than just an employee here. You become a family member, and we treat you like family. And also for me, it's my job to watch over my officers like their family. So
So you got someplace to go for Easter then, huh?
yeah.
So are you living in the community?
I live in Beaver Dam. I've been there probably a month and a half, and I moved there right after I graduated from Fox Valley Tech.
Okay.
Unfortunately, with the housing shortage, Dylan didn't want to have to drive an hour and a half every day to work, so he found the first available place and moved.
I don't blame him a bit.
So, but no, we're happy to have him. We expect great things to come, and hope he sticks around for a few years.
All right, welcome.
Thank you.